Welcome back to the final game of the day here in this final clash between England Spirit of Masters and South Africa Spirit of Masters in the over 55 category, as both teams line up and we get ready for the national anthems. Oops. It's lining up to be a cracker here. We'll first have the national anthem of South Africa, followed by that of England. What an introduction to this final. Both sides standing proud, singing the anthem. We've got plenty of support for both here around the Astro at Western Province Cricket Club B-Turf. It's lining up to be a cracker. We also see you on the live stream, so please feel free to let us know who you're supporting and let us know where you're watching from. We've already got a Robert Page saying, "Good luck, England. You can win. Come on." Supporting Tim Blackburn and Veggie Kroner. As their teams will now just shake hands, head into their huddles, do their final preparations, and we'll be underway shortly. Don't go anywhere. Right, and we're just about to get underway here in the Spirit Masters final in the men's over 55 category. Looks like South Africa will take us away here in the white kit with the yellow socks, playing from left to right on your screens. England in the traditional red and white, playing from right to left. It's been a humdinger of a day so far, and I'm sure this one is going to be nothing less as the sun sets here in Cape Town. It is fairly overcast, that's why the lights are on so early, but the temperature is ideal here for these men. And we're underway here in the final of the men's over 55 Sprinter Masters. Early start from England through the number 17 of Richard Candy. They're looking for some space down the left-hand side as they now go back out to the number 15, Robbo. Mark Robinson, affectionately known as Robbo, to his side as they send it out back through the captain of Tony Brimble. Really powerful start from England here, putting a lot of pressure on the South African centre back as they win the turnover and now have possession high up in the South African half. Ball gets played into the edge of the D here for England now. Get their first D entry. Shot comes away, forces a save from the keeper. Umpire is just blowing that for a backstick, rightly so. And South Africa have managed to keep the fiery English strikers at bay for now. It's been a quality start from them. Let's see if South Africa can bring some composure now to this game. Unfortunately, a pass goes right there in the midfield to the number 13 for England. Finds him some space, and a cross comes in, just missed by the number 17, Richard Candy. Disappointed with that one. It was an early opportunity for England in this final. They'll be very disappointed not to have taken that chance, but South Africa, sighs of relief from the bench to my right. As now the captain, Jarvis, affectionately known as Jarvie, to his side. As now he gets ahead, he'll get onto the ball here. Will he? Again, Jarvis, a little bit of inside tucking skills, and he will win the free hit for his side there. To the number 34, Bogard now. Looking for the long ball, testing the English under the high ball. Unfortunately, that one well trapped by the number 10 of Mark de Souza. Now through the number 17, Richard Candy. Once again, England on the attack here. That's a great tackle from the goalkeeper, the number 21 in Scott Dawson. And full strength on his reverse stick, managing to dispossess the English strikers. They find some space once again on the baseline. Do the men in red. They'll be looking for something here, will the English. And South Africa do come away with it safely here, possibly allowing the English too much space around that T-point zone. As once again, South Africans just trying to rush things, force it through the midfield, but being dispossessed once again by England as now they attack up the left-hand side. Stanion into the midfield for Robinson. Captain Brimble assessing his options. Decides to go out to the right once again. There's now Captain Brumbo on the ball again, looking for the number 5 of Heyman. Great little play from the number 32 of South Africa there. It is Alan Roxton with the lovely tackle. Whips out the long handle, looking for something up the line, takes a deflection. It will be back with England as they now will look to find a pass into the South African D. Great tackle there from South Africa as they do come away with it down the left-hand side, looking to play it early. Is there space? As now we see a bit more composure from South Africa. Great tackle from the number 5 of Heyman in the midfield as he gives possession back to the English. That one just hitting a South African player on the foot. He's gone down, but that won't bother England as they now look for the shot. It will be a long corner. At the moment, South Africa facing relentless pressure here. Doing well to keep the English strikers at bay. As now the English once again looking to move the ball in and out of the 23-meter area. Down the right-hand side goes the number 10. Ball comes in. Forces the save from the keeper. And it will be a long corner. I must say, Mark D'Souza for England. Down the right-hand side. Really doing some beautiful work. Caught up with him just before the game, and he said he's loved the beautiful settings of all the Astros here at the South African World Cup. But that now, back into possession of England. On the edge of the D, looking for something, possibly a backstick there. The umpire is saying play on through the captain of Jarvie. Now, England once again in possession as they go down the left-hand side. Lovely inside run from the number 9 of Danley. I must say, England really are looking dominant here. Moving the ball left to right, shifting the South African defenders. They will eventually open up some holes. Through the captain now of Brimble. Out to Heyman. To that danger man, number 10. Winning the free hit for his side is the number 10 of Mark D'Souza. Once again, he's loved the settings that they've played at here in Cape Town, being Hartley Vale, the Western Province Cricket Club, and a few games at the University of Cape Town, all with wonderful views of Table Mountain. And a shout out to his kids, Matthew and Joseph, and the rest of the family back at home, as England once again come away with it. Now through the number 8 of Stanyan. Cracks one into the circle and takes a deflection. A great save from the keeper. Lovely little piece of skills there from the English centre forward. But South Africa do come away with the hit, and much appreciated by the crowd here at the Western Province Cricket Club, supporting their home team. As the ball moves out to the left half. Once again, South Africa just looking a bit rushed. Need to find that composure. Look for the 100% passes rather than just throwing that one into the space. As now England once again come down the right-hand side through the number 11 of Weston Croft. Looking for the one-time pass, but well picked up by South Africa as they now look to outlet. Again, just played into that middle pocket, picked up by the number 15 of Mark Robinson. Stanyan. To the number 13 of Andrew Allen, turned over. Now South Africa looking to slow the ball down here. Big hit comes up the line, takes a deflection off an English foot, and it will be a long corner to the South Africans as the sea of red now floods back to defend. Now let's see what the South Africans can do. Their first bit of possession up in the English half for the game. Sends it out. Now with the number 29 of Clusters. Once again, South Africa mustn't look to force us as they just concede the turnover now through the number 17 of Candy. A lovely little bit of expression from the number 11 of England now with no goalkeeper in the goals. Can he get a shot off? And it will be a short corner. Great bit of work there from Richard Westencroft, earning his side the short corner. A bit of a stressful period here for the South Africans. They'll be looking just to get some composure, find those passes in the midfield, build up a few phases. But for now, it's all in the form of England as they win their first short corner of the game. They'll be looking to open the scoring here. Let's see what they have from the top. Looks like the number 2 of Brimble on the top of the D. Slips it right to the number 10. Back to Brimble, who takes the shot. Great save from the keeper. Diving to his right, kicking his left foot up. Making that save is the number 21 of Scott Dawson. It will be a long corner to England. The number 15 of Mark Robinson on the ball. Affectionately known as Robbo. As now the ball is with England once again. Lovely bit of skills from them around the Peaceport region. And it does go the way of England once again. South Africa looking to clear out wide. They do find some space now down the left-hand side. Takes a touch, but it will fall favorably for South Africa now. Once again with some space. They need to get someone high on that left-hand side of the field. It looks like the 28 there of Gary Davies was looking for that ball, but unfortunately just didn't find it now. England once again through Robbo to the right-hand side. Robin. Nice composure shown here from the English now with the number 16 of Punda Sagu. Once again through the captain, Brumble. It's a great show of patience here from the men in red as they look to just move the ball, open up the holes in the South African defence. We have a Claire Raxton on the chat saying, "Go South Africa." Matthew D'Souza supporting England. Number 10 in Mark D'Souza. Honk, my teacher's playing in this. Well, it's lovely to see. We know a lot of the South Africans are also coaches and teachers in and around the massive South Africa, and it's lovely to see that the boys and girls that we are coaching are supporting this event. And Cosmic Queen supporting South Africa from Lynn, and that one, just umpires blowing both ways. But England do come away with it through the number 15 of Robert. Sends it down now to Sagu. Find some space in the bottom left-hand corner now to England. Can they get anything out here? Lovely little turn from him. Dropping the right shoulder, going down to the left. But lovely body fake as England now fire one through the middle, through Robbo. Falls kindly for England as they're still in possession now on this left side of the D. Can they get anything out here? Shot comes away, takes a deflection. It will be a long corner. Once again, England really showing their strength so far in this game. South Africa doing well to hold them out. As it goes now to the number 16 of Sagu. And Captain Jarvi just pressing the number 5 of Phil Heyman really hard here. Robbo fires one in. Keeper will leave it. It will be a 16. Still with South Africa now up this right-hand side. Looking for something. Doesn't find it. It will be a hit on the sideline for Sagu for England. A nice bit of build-up there from the South Africans. Just not amounting to anything further up the field, but definitely showing that they still are 100% in this fixture. As England now move the ball around the back. I feel like this is the first sort of time where we can just take a moment and breathe in this fixture. It has been really full on for the first few moments, as now England once again go up this left hand side. The captain, the number 2 of Tony Brumble, really commanding his side from the back here. It will be a 16 for the South Africans as they'll look to throw a long ball to the number 26 here. A lovely little tactical overhead. Won nicely by the number 26 of Francis Denton, but unfortunately dispossessed here in the midfield. Once again, South Africa just being a bit too direct. They'll look to find those passes to the outside and build up a few more phases. Ball comes into the middle now for the number 34, Sean Bogard. Sends it out wide. And great pickup by Sagu here. Big stick tackle from the 29 of John Custers. Umpire just making sure the South Africans are aware that that tackle is going to be watched and penalised accordingly. The next infringement would possibly be a card. As Sagu now moves the ball 5, sends it into the number 17 of Richard Candy, but unfortunately that one just bobbles off his stick. It will be a 16 to South Africa. The number 39, it looks 38, of Arthur Wormington, just asking his fetchers to come towards him. 100% rightly so. There seems to be a big gap between the back four and the link line, which means it's very difficult for the South Africans to thread passes through into that midfield, and that's why the number 38 of Wormington is asking his midfielders to come back as a shot comes in now for South Africa. That one just blown for dangerous action of the stick from the number 9 of Alan Danny, but South Africa do come away with that one. It looks like that man, the number 38 of Wormington, has just taken a knock to the knee, it looks like, possibly, but he seems to be all right now. As we see Wynand van der Riet saying his uncle Gary Barrett is playing, supporting South Africa, as well as C and Avi Let's Go Roger Wood supporting the South Africans as well. As now that danger man, number 10, on the ball for England, finds his counterparts around the edge of the D. Ball comes across the face of goals. Well picked up by the number 14 of Aldrich. Sends it out. Good composure from England. Dangerous times here for the South Africans. The ball comes flying into the circuit. Will be a long corner. The coach of South Africa here in Clive Biedger just encouraging his side. It's very difficult to defend for such long periods of time. South Africa pretty much been defending for this entire first quarter, and we still remain goalless, so it has been a great performance from them as England now winning the free hit once again on the line as it comes to the captain of Brimble. Skips the number 5 of Harman, finds Sagu. Calls of slow it down coming from the South Africans. Just need to find these connections, and that one will be a harsh blow as South Africa once again just looking to take the ball too quickly, forcing it, and it just rolling out of the reach of the South Africans. It will be possession with England once again, as it has been for much of this first quarter. As we have a break in play, it looks like it will be the number 16 of Sagu on the ball. South Africans going with the front three arrowhead press here. The number 19, the captain, Jarvie, is doing well to close that middle pocket. As now the captain for England, Brimble, whips out the long handle, fires it out to his right half. Under pressure now from the number 28 of South Africa, Davies. Now through the number 5, Heyman. Sagu finds the number 10 in D'Souza. Looking for the fast forward, doesn't find it though. South Africa will come away with it. That possibly a backstick. But umpire is saying play on with 6 seconds left on the clock. Can England get anything out of this quarter? Ball comes into the circle, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Well, it's been a cracking start to the first quarter of the game. The final in the men's over 55 category for the Spirit of Masters, where we have South Africa versus England. It's been a very dominant start from the men in red. Multiple D entries, only having the one short corner, but we do remain goalless here. South Africa will be looking to find a few more connections in the midfield, build up play, and let's see what they've got for us in the second quarter. Welcome back to this clash. Cheers, cheers. Thanks, man. As we just say goodbye to Matt Goodwin, who's heading home. He's got an early flight. Here, he messed up his date, so that's a bit of a funny story from the English side. As Matt Goodwin playing for Doncaster Hockey Club. He's got a shout out to his wife Helen and Jake, his son, and he's had a quality first quarter here, and now he's just got to go and catch that flight back home to go see his wife and son. As we now, England once again through the midfield. The number 7 of Mark Sadenham. Ball gets played into the D. It will be left by the keeper, and it will be a 16. Plenty of support once again from around the crowd here. It's starting to fill up here at the Western Province Cricket Club on the B turf. We've got South Africa on the B turf, South Africa on the A turf. And it's really looking lively here on the stands, as well as on the live stream. Redla Hamdullah supporting South Africa. Rachel Bassett supporting England. What a game, I agree 100% there. Rachel, it has been a cracker so far as England now come away with the ball in the midfield. Just opt to send it out, having patience. Feyenoord van der Riet also supporting South Africa, saying bring it home, SA boys. I hope they can do that, but England now looking dangerous around the edge of the D, and that will be a short corner, the second one of the day for the English. They'll be looking to open their scoring account here. Let's see what they have in store for us from the top of the D. Looks like the number 2 of Tony Brimble once again lining at the top. He's got the number 13 of Andrew Allen to his left-hand side. Affectionately known as Andy. Let's see who it goes to. Brimble at the top. To Andy. Finds himself in some space. That ball just rolling over the back of his stick. And it will be a hit out. And now England coming away with the ball once again. Onto the right-hand side. Number 9 for England has the straight poke. Oh, my goodness, that was cracked. It was the number 9 of Alan Daly with a lovely shot. It looked like the number 36. Was it the number 35? Clarence Hardnick for South Africa, diving full strength there, asking for a bit of dental work maybe in the future. But South Africa do come away with it. It will take a deflection. Caught by the crowd. Appealing for it. I'm sure the umpires will give that one out as South Africa now look long for the chuck. Missed by the number 26 of Denton as England through the captain of Brimble now. Just moving the ball. Lovely work from that. As you can see, all 3 fetches in the forms of Brimble, Sydenham, and the number 8, I think it is, of Daly. Oh, massive tackle. And that should be once again a big warning for South Africa, tackled by the number 20. As going back to that point of England's outlet, they're having 3 fetches on different levels. It opens up a lot of passing lanes in the midfield, and that's how they've been beating the South African press at the moment, where the South Africans are just getting stuck in the outside channels, as we've just seen. And I don't know if you can see on the far side of the field now, maybe just outside of your view, there's not a single South African player across that side of the half. So the South Africans looking to force it up one channel, and England playing the opposite game, looking to move the ball all the way across the side. But a great step now from the South African on the left-hand side, the left back, as they now come away with it. Once again, they'll be looking to change the channel here. There we go. That's more like it. Now they've got some space on the right-hand side for the number 34 of Bogard. Unfortunately, looks like he was dispossessed by the number 13 of Andrew Allen, but South Africa do come away with the hit. Bogard on the ball. As England now, through the number 7 of Sydenham, finds his counterpart out on the left here. Looks to be Allen. It is to Andrew Allen down the left-hand side. affectionately known as Andy. England looking dangerous. Massive tackle from the captain of Jarvie there. As England once again finds some space down the right-hand side. Looking dangerous. Through Robbo. The captain, Brimble, sends it out to Sagu. He'll look to find the number 8 here of Stanyan. He fires one into the middle, but well picked up by the South African number 20. As now South Africa attack down the left-hand side. He's got the number 19 of Mike Jarvis, the captain, on his back. Great piece of play from South Africa as they should win the hit there. And they do. The number 29, the umpires of Colin Anderson from Scotland, just making sure that they know that they're watching these tackles. Colin, as he was walking on here, sent a shout out to his mom. So if you're watching, Colin's mom, lovely to have you. As now England come away with it down the left-hand side. Number 12 cracks one all the way across. Ian Conroth finds the right wing. Now in possession is Andrew Allen once again. Back to the number 14, picked up by the number 7 of Sydenham, but unfortunately that one just hitting his foot. Now the South Africans finding some space. Bogart on the right. Sagu picks it up. Lovely bit of skills from him as he tucks Francis Denton inside out. As now through the number 9 of Daly once again. Just England showing a really patient build-up here. It's been a quality game from them so far, holding most of the possession. Good leave now with the number 13 of Allen. Forces the save from the keeper. Big hits and advantage is being played. And a short corner is awarded. Will be the third one of the day for the English. Lovely bit of attacking work from them. And the captain of South Africa, Mike Jarvis, after that really epic session of defending, has asked his coach for a sub. Just taking 2 minutes. England now with having a chat on the top of the D. We've seen 2 straight pokes and a slip left. So what will we see now from Tony Brimble? Once again, Brimble on the top. 2 players now to his left-hand side. It looks like the number 9 of Daly goes to Brimble. Deciding to go left, right. Daly in possession. Takes the flick, and that will be the opener. The number 9 of Alan Daly. The slip left off the short corner. Finds Daly in the left-hand side of the D, who takes the flick past the shoulder of the keeper. It will be the opener for England. They'll take the lead. The umpire is just having a conversation here, asking possibly, was that ball dangerous? From a completely neutral point of view, I don't think there was anything wrong with that goal, and it will be England with the goal to take the lead. Now South Africa with some work to bring it back. Dispossessed by England in the midfield. Once again, another double turnover. South Africa with it now. Through the midfield. England come away with it. Through the middle, the number 7 of Sydenham. Unfortunately, just couldn't get on top of that one. The goal scorer, the number 9 of Alan Daly, with a great finish past the keeper's right shoulder. Really trapping that one behind his right foot and just whipping it through. As a great slip flick, short corner variation from the English. As England will restart with the ball all the way on the bottom corner. We have Steve Richardson saying, come on, SA, I think you guys are warming up slowly but surely. Well, I'll have to turn it on here. Will the South Africans, if they are looking to score the equalizer anytime soon. Melissa Bester supporting Roger Wood from South Africa with being a dad and a grandpa. Lovely to have you guys supporting. As now England once again reball through that number 15, Robbo. This is his debut tournament for the English side, and he's loved it here in South Africa. Also commenting about the pure beauty of the venues that we've had, being at the Western Province Cricket Club, Hartleyvale Stadium, and some games at the University of Cape Town. It really has been a lovely put together tournament with some excellent displays of hockey under the beautiful Table Mountain. As now England come away with it once again in that the final quarter of the South Africans. Was just under 7 minutes left in this first half. England will be looking to extend their lead here. South Africa need to get something on the scoreboard. Possibly just a short corner. But they do win that hit for the danger. One man overhead, well picked up by the number 32 of Roxton. Dispossessed by D'Souza. 50-50 ball, so it falls away of South Africa now as they come up the right hand side, find some space for the number 34 of Bogaard. Looks out the long handle. South Africa now with the D entry, a 1v1 versus the keeper. Save comes in, falls kindly for South Africa as they once again taking the shot, and that one just being blown for dangerous. A real good chance for South Africa, possibly their plan, leaving that high striker at the top, finding him, but now England once again, D'Souza on the ball. That'll be the first personal penalty of the game for the South Africans. For that harsh tackle, it looks to be the number 32. It does look to be the number 32 for South Africa. Alan Roxton with the green card. It will be a 2-minute suspension for him. South Africa now will play for 2 minutes with 10 players on the field. Let's see how England can make use of this period. Now through the captain of Brimble. Finds Sagu on the left-hand side. Falls kindly for the number 11 of Western Craft. Fires one, and that will be a massive stick tackle. And it will be an upgrade from outside the circle from the near side umpire. Just helping the far side umpire, maybe just missing a few of those tackles. And the umpires deemed that it was a deliberate breakdown in the 23-meter area, and it will be the foreshort corner for England. They'll be looking to extend their lead here through the captain of Tony Brumbo at the top of the D. He's got the number 13 of Andrew Allen and the number 17 rather, of Richard Candy on the left-hand side. Will we see another slip flick? Pushes a miss. Still with England though. Goes to the captain. Shot comes in. Well run down from the South Africans. And it's a lovely piece of defending. Really good stuff from the two first waves. The number 33 of Shane Falkenhawks. Apologies if I've messed that pronunciation up. And Roger Wood. That's great defensive work from him. That one just going wide, and it will be an English free hit on the sideline. Neil Watkins, all watching at Worthing Hockey Club, rooting for Andy Allen, oldest member of the club. Rachel Bassett, Blackburn, Candy and Conrath, the dream team. Lovely to have you all watching from England as they now look up to the right-hand side. I'm sure you've been fairly impressed with their performance so far, and as we have now a player down on the halfway line, I'm not too sure what that's for, but it doesn't look too good for the South African. The number 5 there of Fulheimen, just looking over the South African, making sure he's okay. Possibly just a big collision. As we have 3 minutes left on the clock, the time is stopped. As he will make his way off the field. Now will the South African. Doesn't look too comfortable. Let's hope it's a quick recovery. And the number 28 for South Africa, Gary Davies, does not look too happy on the side of the field here. In a fair amount of pain is Davies. But now England once again down the right hand side. As they look to just recycle. Comment there from Stephen Bird. Don't you mean Grandad Allen? I do believe Andy Allen is a brand new granddad to his granddaughter Ariana, so massive congratulations to him and his family. A lovely experience for them, as now South Africa looking to outlet up this right hand side. Tackled, but once again South Africa do come away with it. Goes to the midfield, plenty of space out to the left hand side now if South Africa can find it. Great work from the English, tracking back the number 37 now of Barrett, chasing that one down, but just being beaten by the captain of Brimble there. Jabbed away from the number 38 of Worthington. As now England once again on the charge around the P-spot area and neatly tapped in from the number 12 of Ian Conrath. It will be the second goal for the English. A lovely little bit of skills there on the baseline. It looked to be the number 14 of Stuart Aldrich, working his way down the baseline. A lovely bit of aerial skills, winning the short corner advantage, and great advantage shown there by the umpire of Colin Anderson to keep advantage and allow England to find their second goal of the game, taking the goal tally to 2. South Africa now with a bit of more of a mountain to climb here. Let's see if they can get anything out here. England looking very dominant as they now full court press onto the South African defenders. Is there a way out for the men in the green and gold? Seems to be so for now, but still under lots of pressure are the South Africans. The number 12 of Ian Conrath turning over the ball once again. Ball comes into the D, shot away for England. Well swept up by the number 31 of Valiant Onhing, and that will be a green card for the, looks like the number 10 for Mark D'Souza, playing the ball after the whistle has gone in a dangerous manner as well, firing it straight at the goals. It will be a 2-minute suspension for D'Souza, as England now will play with 10 players on the field. South Africa will look to make use of this advantage with 0 seconds left on the clock. That will bring us to the end of the first half here in this clash, the final between South Africa Spirit of Masters and England Spirit of Masters in the men's over 55 category. It's been a game dominated by England so far, but South Africa definitely showing flares of brilliance on the counter-attack. England will just continue looking for those outfield passes, looking to enter through the T-point, as you saw in the last goal scored by Ian Conrath. A lovely little run from the number 14 of Stuart Aldrich up the right-hand side, finding his counterpart in Conrath on the P-spot, who neatly touches it into the goals. But that is what they'll be looking to do more of in the second half. South Africa will look to find a way out of this English press and get more ball up high in the English half. But for now, it's been a cracker so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll join you once again after the break.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. TheHockeySite.com. Share the knowledge.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
Welcome back to the second half here, and this final clash between the South African Spirit of Masters and the English Spirit of Masters side, where England lead 2-0 at the moment. It's been a half dominated by England. South Africa will be looking to slowly build up more play, put together more phases, and hopefully test the English goalkeeper, the number 1 of John Walters. He hasn't been tested as of yet today. He sent a shout out to his wife Lynn from Hags. Lovely to have you with us, Lynn, and just know that John was thinking of you. And now we go England once again through the captain of Brimble. Out to the number 6, Blackburn. Brimble finds Candy down this right hand side. Sends it back. Brimble really controlling everything from the back today. Brings out the long handle. Just couldn't find the number 11 of Western Croft. But South Africa now will come away with the free hit through the number 31 of Ahing. South Africa once again just transferring the ball here. Moving it from left to right. Looking for the gaps in the English press, but now Western Croft coming away with the ball, looking for space, and top D finds the number 5 of Hyman, who gets dispossessed from the number 35 there of South Africa, but England still with it now. He's finding some space for Candy on the right-hand side, walks it into the D, looking for the number 11 of Wessencraft. Ball comes across the face, the goal just missed out there by Ian Conroth on the far post, couldn't get a touch, and it will result in a South African hit in the corner. Full press being implemented here by England as they look to turn the ball over in that final quarter. And as we see the number 10 of Mark de Souza coming back onto the pitch after serving his 2-minute suspension, he now joins his side once again. As South Africa will look now to the right-hand side to find some phases, being pressed heavily by England in that corner. And unfortunately that one will just roll over the sideline, and it will result in an English restart. We've got Tatunka supporting the South African over 55s, and Rachel Bassett just summing up the game there quite well. Feyenoord van der Riet, go SA boys, show England what a second half is all about. Go green and gold. Asuto also, great uncle, is playing the game. Go on Aldrich. It looks like Stuart Aldrich. So welcome to all of you supporting from home. Great to have you on board for the stream. As that one cleared out by South Africa, just for the Lions, looking for a bit of safety. As England will come away with the restart. South Africa still looking to press England heavily in the corner here. It's possibly not the greatest idea with the fiery midfield in the number 15 of Robinson, the number 7 of Sydenham. But unfortunately, for England, South Africa is now turned over the ball. But once again, another double turnover from South Africa. Finds the number 10 now, de Souza, on a run down the midfield. Oh, that is some great defensive work from the number 38 in Wilmington. As he clears for Lions, England will come away with the free hit once again. Now, once again, England will look to move the ball through to the high-lying wing here of Ian Conroth, one of the goal scorers for England. Brings it back now out to Robinson. Robinson will look to find the number 6 of Blackburn on the right. Passes to Hyman first. Dispossessed now. South Africa on the charge. Through the captain of Jarvis. Out to the right-hand side. Go the South Africans. And that one just unfortunately rolling over the sideline. South Africa just getting trapped into that corner. It's exactly what the English would like. South Africa attacking down the one corner of the field, and the English not allowing that ball into the midfield to allow South Africa to transfer the ball. So it's a great press being implemented here by the men in red. See, there's a comment, Robin Page supporting Timothy Blackburn. Proud of you. Proud to be a Sadbury Life member. Come on, England. Keep up the hard work. It has been indeed been a great performance from them. Just a comment from Blackburn as he walked on here. Nickname Blackers. He's got a shout to his wife, Andrea, and his daughter, Frankie, from Sadbury Hockey Club. Very proud member, as I'm sure many of you supporting him are today as well. As South Africa now with the ball through to the goalkeeper. Save comes in. Swept up by the English centre-back now through Hyman. Out to the right-hand side. Blackburn to Robinson. Once again, the captain of Brimble on the way. Another great chance for South Africa. A 1v1 versus the keeper as they come away with it. Once again, do the South Africans. Ball comes in. Takes a deflection. Still with South Africa. They win the hit just on the 5-meter line. This is clearly a tactic now from South Africa, looking for that direct ball into the circle. It's worked for them on 2 occasions. They just weren't unable to get that final execution. But now, through the number 34 of Bochart, down the right-hand side, goes South Africa. A bit of a mistrap, falls away of Candy as he now looks for the number 11 in Westerncraft, up the left-hand side. Unfortunately, a mistrap there from England, and that ball will trundle over the baseline and result in a 16 restart for South Africa. Umpire just asking that that ball be placed back onto the 16. It is the South African umpire of Tim Garner. Great to have these boys officiating on games. They've done a great job over the weekend, and is truly, none of this could happen without them. So a massive thanks to all the umpires, men and ladies, that have been doing their job here, as England now once again turn over the ball. In the midfield they go. Lovely bit of play from England as they now look up the right-hand side to the number 9 of Dali. Picked up once again along the baseline. Number 14, and a stroke is awarded. My goodness. A tackle on the baseline deemed to be a deliberate breakdown of play by the umpires. And that one will be a stroke. It looks as if the number 17 of Candy stepping up to take this one against the goalkeeper of Zand Venant. Candy, where's he going to go? As the umpires just make sure both players are ready. Candy goes left. Venant gets a stick to it, but it will be the 3rd goal for the English through the number 17 of Candy. Lovely bit of play from him. As now England take their lead to 3. As South Africans look to build up now. Being pressed heavily from the English now, the number 14 of Stuart Aldrich. It's been a great game from Stuart Aldrich, the number 14 for England, and they are certainly showing their dominance. Stuart, I just caught up with him before the game. He sends a shout out as that ball comes across the circle. It will be a long corner. Stuart Aldrich sends a shout out to his 2 grandkids in Vietnam and to the rest of the family. His 2 grandkids being Liam and San. It's lovely to have your guys' support. Just know he's thinking of you once again, as it's been a great game from him. He'll be super proud of his performance. And the ball coming in once again. The keeper for England now having to make his first save is John Walters. First touch of the game for him. Looking for a short corner, nothing there from the South Africans as England come away with it down the middle. Through the number 9 of Dali. Finds the number 10 of D'Souza. Lovely bit of individual skills. He's got the overlapping Allen down the right-hand side. Now Allen, he's going to take a crack from here, will he? Finds D'Souza on P-spot, and that one just catching his foot. And D'Souza crying out in frustration as he knew that was a golden opportunity for England. But that one going a-begging. As England now come away with it down the left-hand side once again through the number 8 of Stanyan. On the top D, shot comes in, just misses wide, and it will be a 16. End-to-end hockey here, folks. It doesn't get much better than this. Hannah Robinson supporting her dad, Robbo, from England, the number 15 on his debut tournament here. Lovely to have you, Hannah, supporting your dad. Molly Robinson supporting England, especially Robbo Lovely to have the two daughters here, Hannah and Molly. Your dad sending a shout out to you as well. As now South Africa with a D entry once again. Shot comes in, and that will be the opener. What a crack from South Africa. That'll be 3-1. It looks to be the center forward for South Africa. What a crack. A lovely overhead coming in there on the counter attack. A lovely bit of play, and it looks to be the right wing, number 25 of South Africa. I'll get you the confirmed number as soon as it pops up on my screen. And it has been confirmed that it is indeed the number 25 of David McKechnie that opens the scoring for South Africa. Now England once again on the attack through the middle of the D. England now down to the bottom corner, looking for someone. Number 13 of Andrew Allen, just not picking him up on this occasion. The new grandpa. That one gets picked up by Sagu. Finds the number 7 of Sydenham in the midfield. Out to the captain, Brimble. Now to Blackburn. Into Brimble once again. Out to Sagu. Sagu looking up. Can he find someone in the circle? He does do. Will the shot come in here from the English? It does. A lovely reverse stick, and that's a great bit of skills from the South African defenders. The shot coming in there from Andy Allen. But a lovely cricket shot played there from the South Africans, lifting it over square leg. And that one being a short corner. That one possibly just not being 5. And I just got a comment from the South African bench. It was Arthur Wilmington who played Western Province cricket, and showing a lovely pull shot from the top of the D there, as now England win their 5th short corner of the game, getting their 1 goal from a short corner from Alan Daly. Let's see what they have from the top of the D through the captain of Brimble. Brimble sends it right. It's back to Brimble. Shot comes in. Well run down by the number 38 of Wilmington. And a re-award will go the way of England. That ball just firing out to the number 9 of Alan Daly, who scored the first penalty corner. He's known for being friends of Fons. And he's sending a shout out to everyone back in England as well. As now the captain of Brimble, that one taking a few deflections. I'm not sure who the final goal scorer was, but it looks like it will go to Tony Brimble, who scores the 4th one for the English. A lovely short corner routine from them results in that one falling into the back of the net as England extend their lead once again to 3.
Come, lads, come on, keep the ball,
As now South Africa just moving the ball. Once again, England come away with it down the middle of the field. No one's leading down to P-spot, as it will be the number 9 of Daly down the right-hand side. Picks it up, finds his counterpart, number 13. Falls kindly for South Africa as they now have some space down this left-hand side. Lovely low backstick out to the left wing, the goal scorer of David McKechnie, but dispossessed, and England now once again coming away with it. That one down to the left-hand side now for England. Nothing on there. Can they find something? The lovely through ball to the number 7. Scrap around P-spot, and a free hit is awarded to the men in green. As now South Africa once again down the left-hand side, picked up by the number 17. 16, apologies, of Sagu. And a lovely little overlapping run from the number 6 of Blackburn. Number 13 now. Allen on the ball. 1v1 with the keeper. Can he find a way past? The ball goes past, but well swept up by the number 31 of Valiant Ahing, winning that free hit. And it will be a long corner now with England. As now England once again on the attack through the middle of the field, takes a foot off the South Africans. It will be English ball. As now the number 15, Mark Robinson, sends it wide to Sagu. That one taking a South African deflection, will be a long corner. Plenty of communication coming from the back here with Phil Hyman, just controlling everything, making sure his troops know where the space is. Lovely to see that communication from him. That one just being a hit outside. Phil just sending a shout out to his wife Sarah and his sons James, Johnny and Alex, who are supporting him here in South Africa. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. What a quarter it's been. South Africa getting their goal. England extending their lead once again. It is still 4-1 to England. It's been a great show of force from them. Show of talent from both sides. Don't go anywhere. Join us after the break for the fourth and final quarter in this classic matchup between England and South Africa. We'll see you after the break.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
And South Africa in the Spirit of Masters over 55 category, where England take the lead by 4-1. It's been a crack of a game so far, and it promises to be even better in this fourth quarter, as both sides will be looking to take the gold medal here. At the moment, it's looking heavily in England's favor, but there's still plenty of time on the clock for the South Africans to bring a comeback. And that one will be possessed. Just picking up from where we left off. Just saying for Hyman, controlling the back here of England. It's great to see so much communication from him as the ball will just roll past now. Skips Hyman and finds the number 6 of Blackburn. But Hyman from Kirby Lonsdale Hockey Club and Timperley Hockey Club Masters. It's shout out to you guys and all the players at those respective clubs. It's just know that Phil loves his time there and raving about it here in South Africa. So must be some great fun out there. And now as England come away with the free hit once again, it will be the number 6 of Blackburn, who sends it to the captain Brimble. Out to the left now for Sagu. 15, Robinson. Brimble sends it into the midfield. Picked up by South Africa as they now look to the left-hand side. Controlling it, being pressed now by the number 9 of Daly. Turned over by England once again now. Through the number 17 of Candy. England with another D entry. Shot comes in. That one just missing the upright. Will be a 16 to the South Africans. Long ball comes up, looking for the goal scorer there in Dave McKechnie. Fortunately couldn't get on the end of that one. Just bobbles over his stick. It will be a hit on the sideline to the men in red. Lovely ball out now to the number 6 of Blackburn. Into the midfield, the number 15, Robinson. This English side are losing 5 players to the over 60s category next year. But they have certainly not shown any of that here today, showing that they are very, very strong physically and very quick as well. A very dangerous side, has been earmarked as a very quick side, as now South Africa come away with the free hit. That one just being deemed to have touched the back of the stick from the English. Big hit up the line for South Africa, dispossessed now. Through the number 7, come England. Ball onto the P-spot. Reverse shot from the number 17 of Richard Candy. A lovely little shot from him. Snapshot around the back. Winning his side. Their 5th goal of the tournament. Or of the day, should we say. A lovely field goal from Richard Candy. Just moving his body onto his left foot, selling the keeper, and then pulling the ball back onto his right with a lovely snapshot to finish it off. As South Africa now go once again down the middle. England come away with it through the number 9 of Alan Daly. Number 6 now, Blackburn on the ball. Lovely pass from Hyman out to the captain, Brumble. South Africa coming away with it, finding Sagu though. Lovely ball out to the right hand side, finds the number 9, cross comes in, and that'll be another one for the English. Lovely passage of play, shifting the ball all the way from the left hand side of the field through Sagu. An unforced error by the South Africans just led to that goal again. Sagu in some space in the left, fires the ball all the way onto the right hand side for the number 9 of Alan Daly to pick up. I'm not too sure who the goal scorer was there. It looks to be the number 13, I think it was, of Andrew Allen, the new grandfather, getting his goal there. As now England come away with it with 12 minutes left on the clock. It's certainly looking cast in stone here in South Africa. Now through Hyman. Out to the number 6 of Blackburn, sends it back to Hyman. Brimble on the ball. Some lovely leading happening here from the forwards, and that will be a result of that leading. Now the number 17 passes back to Robinson, out to Sagu on the left hand side. Can he find something going forward? South Africa picks it up. Space up the line for them. They find it. Now they're looking dangerous, all the South Africans. They've got the goal scorer of McKechnie overlapping down the left hand side of the field. Ball comes into the midfield for the number 26 of Francis Denton. Dispossessed, but they get it back again to the South Africans, and once again, lovely bit of skills here. The captain, Jarvis, sends it out to the right-hand side. South Africa flooding numbers forward. England flooding numbers back. It's a sea of red at the moment. Ball comes in to the circle. That one will just roll over the baseline for a long corner. South Africa will come away with a long corner here. Moving at 5. Does Jarvis, the captain. Ball comes in. Is there anyone home? Forces a save from the keeper. Lands favorably for South Africa. And a short corner is awarded. That'll be the first one of the day for the South Africans. They'll look to narrow this lead here. Find the back of the net. As now South Africa through the number 28. Gary Davies on the top D. Flick comes away. Saved by the keeper. And another goal. That's another second one for the number 25 of Dave McKechnie. Lovely little deflection off the keeper. Putting that one in the back of the net. There's not much that the number 1 of John Walters could have done there. South Africa now score another one to take the score to 6-2. As England now come away with it down the edge of the circle. Lovely turn from them, but great tackle. Oh, that one will be an upgrade straight away. Just a bit of a stick tack on the edge of the D, and a short corner is awarded. It will be the 6th one of the day for England. As now England line up Sagu on the top of the D. Slips it left. Great defensive work from the number 34 of Bogard. Now South Africa with some space down the right-hand side. The high-lying McKechnie once again looking for a goal. English players flood back, but South Africa finds some space now in the midfield. Direct ball comes into the circle, touch, and it's a goal! Oh my goodness, what a touch from David McKechnie. Behind his back, that is a photo finish, my word. As the crowd and the bench certainly goes wild here. That one with a great finish behind McKechnie's back. South Africa with a bit of flair here in the last quarter. Now only 3 goals behind. An absolute crack of a finish there from the centre forward of David McKechnie with his hat-trick here against England. Bit of confusion from a whistle coming from the other side of the pitch, but play does resume. Now some space up the right-hand side for England. They'll be looking for the number 11 of Wes, who finds Wes and looking for the short corner. Nothing coming from that. The number 11 for Wes from Harrogate. And he plays for the Yorkies touring side. Just a shout out to his wife, Florence. Just know he's thinking of you. Winning the free hit here, South Africa, with only just under 7 minutes on the clock. Can they bring it back here? 3 more goals. We'll need a double hat-trick from the man at the top, David McKechnie. That one just not being trapped, and it will be a restart for Sagu there on the left-hand side. As now England once again come away with it in the middle, just finding the foot of that goal scorer. You'd think South Africa would be giving this back to England, looking to play this quickly as they are chasing the game. But England now do eventually get going once again. Ball comes played into the center as now South Africa with a chance to counter. They have a man to the right-hand side and the left. And a stroke is awarded. The goalkeeper taking out the center forward without getting any contact on the ball, and it is deemed to be a penalty stroke for the number, it looks like it's the number 28 of Gary Davies winning that one. Correction there, it was Andrew Baker winning that penalty stroke, and it will be Baker that will step up against John Walters here to take it. Baker on P-spot. Where's he going to go? Goes left, and it is in! Baker with a penalty stroke conversion here. And suddenly, just like that, South Africa are back in this contest. Now only trailing by 2 goals with 5 minutes left on the clock. It's coming back. It's coming back for the South Africa. England will be looking just to slow it down here, find their composure. Now the number 25, McKechnie, once again, turns the ball over, looking for something inside the circle, sends it to the captain. Shot comes in. Great save from the keeper there. John Walters keeping his side in this. That was a quality piece of goalkeeping from Walters. The captain there, Mike Jarvis, a.k.a. Jarvie, the captain, shouting out his wife, Lauren, and his kids. Still with South Africa now, as the pressure is certainly on here for the men in red as they are feeling it. They've let South Africa back into this contest as it goes now out to the right-hand side for South Africa. They mustn't look to force anything here. And the ball comes in, picked up by Jarvis, forced kindly for England as they clear for the safety of the line. It will be, once again, a South African hit on the sideline. Let's see if they have a final flair for us here. Direct ball, bobbling in, picked up by the number 10. Still with England now as they come away down the right-hand side. They have a high-lying striker in the number 11 of Wes. That one is well picked up by the number 35 of South Africa. Oh, a massive shove, and that will be a card. A green card for the number 13 of the English, Alan Andrew, with a bit of a shove on the back of the number 35 for South Africa, Clarence Hardnick, as now South Africa have a chance to play against a side now with only 10 players on the pitch, 9 outfield players, 1 goalkeeper. Crack comes into the center. Picked up by England now on the right-hand side. As they find some space, he'll be looking for the number 11 of Wes down the right-hand side. South Africa, and a massive tackle. And once again, it'll be another card for the English. It'll be a yellow card for the number 13, it looks like. The number 13 of England. Number 17, correction, it is Richard Candy, the two-time goal scorer, will take a 5-minute suspension. Right, now South Africa playing against a wounded England side with only 8 outfield players, apology. There's plenty of space here on the left-hand side for South Africa. If they want to get the second goal, they're going to have to make a big statement here. As now, England through the number 7 of Sydenham. With the ball still is the number 11 of Wes. Oh, that will be a short corner. Very cynical from the number 24 of Craig Motheze. I think that is a yellow card as well for him. As we near the end of this game, tensions are flaring. Both sides getting penalized for some rather harsh tackles. But now England once again with an opportunity to extend their lead from the top of the D. The captain in Tony Brimble lining up. One minute left on the clock. Goes out to Brimble at the top. Looks to take it right. Shot comes in. Great save from the South African keeper. Still with South Africa. The ball comes out now. Counter-attack is on. The captain, Jarvis, wins the free hit. With exactly 1 minute left on the clock. South Africa have numbers flooding into the D. Ball comes in, well picked up by the number 6. Blackburn on the reverse. A lovely bit of skill from him as England now come away with it down the right-hand side. That one will find a foot of the South Africans, and the number 13 for England will look to just slow that down, Andy Allen. Now through the number 7 of Sydenham. Out to Segu, out on the left with 24 seconds left on the clock. South Africa with one final chance at an attack. The overhead is attempted, but unfortunately missed. And that will possibly be that with just 8 seconds left on the clock. A lovely contest that we've had here in this final in the men's over 55 category for the Spirit of Masters. England victorious over South Africa by 6-4 in what was a truly classic clash. The first 3 quarters heavily dominated by England, with South Africa coming back in the 4th quarter, scoring 3 goals and really looking dominant towards the end. Unfortunately, they did run out of time, but a clinical performance from England. And Tony Brimble, the captain, will be very glad to lead his side to a gold medal here in Cape Town. What a finish to what has been an amazing World Cup from both of these sides. It really is great to see all these players showing off their skills at this level. And as you see, that pure enemies on the field, but as soon as that final hooter goes, friends again, big hugs coming in, laughs, and I'm sure they'll share a couple cool drinks in the clubhouse after this one. But don't go anywhere. There's a medal ceremony coming up after this. Thank you for all of those that supported from home. I hope you enjoyed the spectacle that your teams have put out in front of you today. And for now, it's thank you and good night. Right, as we just about to get underway with the medal ceremony here. South Africa winning silver here in South Africa in the men's Spirit of Masters over 55 age category. A massive well done to them as they now receive their medals. Presented by Charlene Fourie. As they will wear their medals with pride. We will try and get an interview with both captains after this, so stay around. And now we move over to the gold medal winners. England, men's over 55 Spirit of Masters side. And that does conclude the medal ceremony here. Our gold medal winners, England, and silver medal, South Africa. Stay tuned, we'd like to get a word with both captains. Right, as England just finish up with their celebrations. I've got the captain of the losing side here, Mike Jarvis. It was a great game. Started off a bit shaky for the South Africans in the first 3 quarters, but definitely brought it back in the final one, scoring a few goals to bring this crowd alive here in South Africa. Any words on the game?
Yeah, I mean, we came in as underdogs. We always knew it was going to be tough against England. They've been an absolutely fabulous side. We had a really tough semi-final, so the legs were a little tired, and they ran us hard. So well done to England. They're an outstanding team. But you know, the band of misfits that I happen to work with and lead are superb. They run on energy, they run on courage, and they showed this crowd exactly what we can do in the last 15 minutes. So it really was fantastic. It's been an awesome tournament. So shout out to the organisers, shout out to England for their play, and a shout out to my wife Lauren, who's had to put up with me at hockey 7 times a week. So thanks very much.
That's awesome. Thanks, Mike. Enjoy the celebrations tonight. Cheers. Thank you. Stick around and we'll hopefully try and get the English captain around if he is anywhere.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate it.
Well organised, really well.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tony. Enjoy the celebrations tonight. I'm sure they're going to be plentiful. Congratulations to you and your team. Cheers, man. And that concludes us here from Cape Town, the 2022 South African Masters over 55s category. England taking the gold medal, South Africa with the silver. Goodbye for now.